away in my Facebook group. So hello guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. I am multi-streaming here. I've got TikTok happening here. So hey TikTok, Facebook, my Facebook group, Facebook profile, and my business page as well. So I was just telling TikTok here, I do give away a lot of free downloads in my Facebook group. So TikTok world, you can head over there, head to my bio there. You can click on that. You can join my free Facebook group. I give away a lot of DIY marketing resources. You can jump in there. Okay, I'm going to make this a quick one tonight because I do need to go out and go and pick up my daughter. So how do you sell online? Hey, how are you? Someone has just said hello on Facebook. Because I'm using StreamYard, it just says Facebook user, so I'm not too sure who that is. But hello, whoever that is. Hello. If you want to drop your name, I'll be able to see who you are there. Now, how do you sell online without selling? Because I'm just going to give you some advice. For those who don't know me, it's probably more my TikTok audience there. My name is Melissa Mitchell. I own a marketing agency. I specialize in organic marketing. What you see with my social media is not really what I do full time. What I do full time is I have a marketing agency. We manage businesses' accounts. We've got some really, really big clients. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. We have some really big clients. I'm always looking. Oh, Sarah. Hey, Sarah. Dawn. Thank you, Digital Girlfriend. We're going to get that podcast back. So my girlfriend, Dawn, we had well, we still kind of do, but we've taken a break from it. Digital Queens podcast. We've got to get this back, girlfriend. We really need to get that back. It's bloody time, isn't it? What more can we do, Dawny? What more can we do? Dawn, and my TikTok audience, I haven't told you this. This has just happened yesterday. I've actually been approached by an agency. Hey, KL Treasures, how are you? M. Oh, M. Love you, M. Love you, love you, love you, love you, M. Big M. We got you, M. We got you. I've just been approached by an agency too. It's a TikTok agent. It's not TikTok, but it's an agency kind of aligned with TikTok. They've approached me. It's a big commitment. It doesn't cost me anything, but they want me to sign with them. It means I do need to go live every single day on TikTok, but there's some really big opportunities. Hence why I'm going live now on TikTok, because it's, anyway, one of the requirements, but I will drop that later and let you know what's happening with that, because, yeah, there's a lot happening. But anyway, it's a really big thing that could potentially be happening, which I'll be able to give a lot more value to everyone. But yeah, one thing at a time. Anyway, let's get back to why I'm jumping on. Thank you for the follow there, Jay. I appreciate it. Lisa. Oh, of course. Lisa. There's so many names. Of course, it's KL Treasures is Lisa, you beautiful lady. So how do you sell without selling? So what I want you to remember is, if you are running an online business, and as I said, for those who don't know me, I've got the marketing agency. Now, with my agency, we are working with big businesses. So we've got electricity companies, some really big gyms in the Northern Territory. It's going really crazy big, and I am in the middle of rebranding that. I am separating my own brand. Abundant Life is still around, but I'm separating Abundant Life, which is me, from my actual agency, because it's grown so much, and the big reveal is coming. I'm sitting down with the branding people tomorrow afternoon. The new website will come out. It's cost me a bomb, not going to lie, but it's a great investment because the new branding is freaking amazing. You know what? I'm happy to actually tell you the name. It is called Lolly Said Yes, and it is my strategy, and the team are just crushing it. So I'm pretty excited to be talking about that. But basically, what you see here is what I'm going to be talking about is, if you've got a smaller business that you're selling a product online like yourself, Lisa, or I do have a component of my business that I do sell digital products. Love you, Hina. Spit it out, girlfriend. I got so much in my mind. Yeah, I got to just spit it out. So what you're seeing here with my socials is my own brand, and yes, this is the part I'm going to teach you. So digital products, if you've got a home business, etc. How you need to sell, okay, is by not selling. No one goes to social media to buy. Yeah, no one. That is my dog there. No one goes to social media to buy. So what you need to remember is you cannot sell to people. Yeah. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but you need to understand a consumer. You need to keep an eye on the time. So I've got to go pick up my daughter, right? So if you think about how people buy, they do buy online, but how do they do it? People are sitting here on their phone. I can't pick my phone up because it's on TikTok there. People will grab their phone and they will scroll. So they're picking their kids up, they're waiting, they're cooking dinner, they're on the couch, they're scrolling. That is how a consumer is checking their phone and they're making a conversion. They do not like to be sold to. So technically, you cannot sell to them, but you can drop little seeds to make them buy. Okay. So what you need to do is you need to build a community of people around it, around your brand and how, people feel. So you need to really elicit an emotion. So it's about building a community and getting those dopamine hits. Oh, hey, Husky Strutters. My gosh, how are you? So a brand has just jumped on. I'll give you a follow there. From Canberra, Husky Strutters. So Husky Strutters, awesome. I've just started following you there. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Because we want more brands to be following. I want to be able to give you more value. Jump into my link, Husky Strutters, and follow me on my other channels. Facebook is probably my biggest channel. If you're on LinkedIn, etc. So what you want to do is you need to feel, okay, so let's take Husky Strutters. So is it a dog? Is it Huskies is in the dog? I don't know. You need to build a community around what you're doing. And it doesn't matter what you're doing. Your brand can survive on any single platform. I don't care what anyone says when they say that your audience isn't on a platform, TikTok, Snapchat, it doesn't matter. Your brand is there. You just have to work out what that audience wants on that platform. So if it's TikTok, it's a different slight style to Instagram, to Facebook, but it's the same piece of content. You just got to deliver the message slightly different. Okay. LinkedIn is more of a B2B platform, business to business. You're talking more to business, more to a business. So you're selling more as a collective. So, creative strategist. Hello. How are you? Nice to have you on. So like if you wanted to go maybe sell a wholesale product, whereas Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, it's not to say that those people that aren't making those big business decisions aren't on there, but you might be making those B2C connections, those business. Awesome, you're switching over to TikTok. Facebook user, I can't see who made that comment because I'm using StreamYard. Awesome, do get on TikTok. It is a smart AF platform. But the other platform, so when you're selling B2C, it's a business to consumer or business to customer, you're going to sell it a little bit different. But either way, the sentiment is the same. The way, you're on TikTok now. Dawn, you're popping between platforms, girlfriend. I love it. I love it. So you've just got to think about that dopamine hit. So someone's feeling that they want to be connected to your community. How you leave someone and that feeling that they get is why they're going to come back to your channel. And that's really what you want to do. Now, there's touch points in marketing. That's how many times they need to see your brand and to interact with your content and your brand before they start to make a conversion, or before they make a conversion. Now, in real life, it's a lot smaller, or a lot less times, I should say, because they can get the trust from you a lot easier because it's one-on-one, yeah? Online, it's a lot harder because they're not seeing you in person. They've got to get to know, like, and trust you. It can be 30 to 60, up to 60 times before someone will hand over their credit card, make a booking, give you their money. So therefore, you have to show up consistently and without selling. They've really got to that know, like, and trust factor. Yes, I understand that is overused, that term, but that's what it is. Husky Strutters, we are launching our merch next month. Awesome. Cannot wait to see it. I've started following you there, so I want to see that. Little Spiky, Duck Squad, awesome. Love to see what you do there, Little Spiky. We're getting some really good brands following us now, so that's cool. I would love to see what you do. Awesome. We just followed you. Oh, awesome. I'll go follow you there. So once I do launch my new, well, it's not my new agency, but my new agency brand, you'll start to see a different level of content as well. So when you're following me on these channels, it's my personal brand. So I'm talking to that audience where, we're talking about selling online. I'm not talking to these, B2B sort of market here. We're really talking to that B2C sort of consumer market. So that's awesome. I'll go follow you on there. Oh, awesome. Now Dawn's back to Dawn and Emma Rose. You are like a chameleon, girlfriend. You are like a chameleon. Oh, my God. I love it. Okay. So someone said on Facebook, Mel, have to set up a meeting with you. We need to know where to start with a new business. I'm not sure who that is because it just come up as Facebook user. I'm using StreamYard, so I'm not getting people's names. So just let me know who you are. Is that you, Sam? Sarah? Which Sarah? Because I'm talking to a few Sarahs at the moment. Sarah Tumut? Sarah Tumut. Let me know. So motivational, inspirational, behind the scenes. Let people into your life. Awesome, Sarah. Okay, cool. Send me a message, girlfriend. Let people into your life. Educate people, but not from a salesy way. Let people into your life. Build a community around what you're doing, and it doesn't always have to be about the product. Benefits of your product will tell, but stories sell. Does that make sense? Benefits will tell. Yeah, tell people about your benefits, but no one gives a shit. I'm going to be honest. No one gives a shit. You're not going to sell a product based on that alone, but stories will sell. So think about the old perfume ads. Yeah, real authentic value. That is right, Husky, 100%. Authenticity sells. You are so right. Thank you, Husky, saying he loves my enthusiasm. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Appreciate that so much. Authenticity is what sells. It's out in July. Awesome. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Get the soul of who you are, who your people are, what your mission is, and put that online. If you don't want to put yourself or your staff behind it, no problem. There are other ways to do that. By having an avatar or by having, a theme or something, you can do that in different ways. Inspirational, motivational, using quotes, but in a very powerful way. Quotes have been overdone a little bit. There's different ways to do that. Leave people feeling a certain way. So when they open that phone, they're getting that dopamine hit. They will want to come back to your account. Resonate with yourself and product, and you will attract your best clients. Exactly right. Spot on. Because Husky Strutters there is saying you want to attract the right type of clients. Otherwise, they're not going to buy your product. And that is so imperative for the algorithm. Give an algorithm what it wants, it's going to give it back in return. So if you don't give an algorithm the right caliber of what you need in your business, the algorithm is not going to give you the right type of clients and people. You're not going to make those sales. That's a really good point. How would you sell tumblers, Mel? You need behind the scenes, Lisa. Tumblers are everywhere, okay? So what is different about your tumblers? Yeah? So I'll give you an example. So there was a girl on Etsy that was selling bath bombs. So when bath bombs were the craze, which tumblers are the craze at the moment, right? She went on to sell bath bombs that were different. So what is different about her bath bombs? She was selling vegan bath bombs. Yeah. So what are different about your tumblers? So if we think about like, okay, so I always talk about this. I better jump off in a sec, but the fitness niche, for example, I always use this as an example. The word fitness, it is such a big niche. Yeah. So tumblers, such a big niche. It's hard to get people to sift through tumblers. Yeah. But what if we niche down even more? So let's take fitness as an example and we niche down. How would you sell drone? All right, we'll have a look at that little spikes in a sec. So let's niche that down even more. Yeah. So we're looking at tumblers. So let's that bath bomb example, right? What is different so that we know our exact audience is looking for that exact product? So bath bombs, yeah, everyone's looking for them. High search term. Yeah, less sales. Smaller search term, more sales. Less people are looking for it, but more sales. Bath bombs, vegan. Less people are searching for it, but more people, that's very specific, want that actual specific product. So less people are searching for it, but more people are going to buy it because people are actually that have searched for it. That's what they want. So Lisa, you got to work out what is different about your product. Is it eco-friendly? Have you sourced the product from a particular source that supports something that's really unique? What is unique about yours that you cannot get from someone else? Okay, so I've niched sports clubs to all sports right now, and then I'll expand. Yeah. And what is different about that, Dawn? Like you're so once I've proved the concept. So how would you sell drone? What is FPV cinematic service? What does that mean, little spikes? Tell me what that means. Do you know what I'm thinking of doing? So because I'm really, and it's going to be a very big commitment, thinking of taking this agency up on what they've asked me to do. And if I do, I will need to jump on every single day to TikTok and do a live and then answer these questions, have someone come in and answer these questions and then be able to, have people ask me about their online business. First person view and cinematic is taking videos. All right. So, Fatty, if I'm big, I would be the best player ever. Go for it, Fatty. First person view and cinematic is taking videos. So little Spiky, I'll have to check out your page and maybe on the next live, I can do like a review of that. Do you know what I'm thinking? Look, I don't have a lot of experience with your niche, but what I'm thinking is whenever I do watch drone videos is I really get sucked in when there's like really cinematic music to it, like almost like a trailer. And it's like, it's telling a story on the drone footage. Okay, so I've got a client in Northern Territory who are really big and they've shown me the drone footage and I'm like, you're a really big company. We can do better than this. You know what I mean? Like there's no soul piercing footage for me. Like I like to see drone footage and it's got this like almost video trailing music to it. Do you know what I mean? Tanny! I'm not going to swear on this, Tanny. Jackson, why don't you do that, Jackson? Because we don't take trolls on here, Jackson. Tanny, I love you, Tanny. Oh, I love you, Tanny. So little spikes, like where that drone footage takes you on this journey. It's like a trailer of a video that's coming out like a blockbuster, yeah? So my client, they're wonderful. And they've got this good drone footage, but there's something missing. It's not taking me on a journey. Like they can do better. And it's only their staff doing the drone. They're doing like $1 million jobs, yeah? So big like government jobs and I won't say who it is or anything, but like they're doing big drone. And I'm like, you know what? We can do better with this. Like I can't use this footage because there's no I want that experience of that bird-eyed view where I'm there and I'm like, whoa, like this is taking me on a journey. I reckon that sort of thing. If you can get people in where they're actually watching it and they're captivated just enough. Thank you for sending that. Someone just sent me a heart. For those watching on Facebook, people are sending me gifts on TikTok, and it means a lot to me because it's like a payment. Like they don't have to do that, but like that's huge. Thank you so much. Creative treasures. Thank you. I love you. That is beautiful. Thank you so much. The editing makes a big difference, Roadrunner. You're completely right. So for that, have you got editing, little Spiky? The editing, you're completely right. The editing makes a big difference. And if you can take someone on that emotional journey, you've won. Because we all love that. I'm going to share, like, actually on Facebook. I saw this footage of this guy that he's a photographer and he set up this camera. I don't know what it's called. You might know, little Spiky. And it is, he set the camera so that the camera doesn't move and you can actually see the earth tilting. He's a photographer. And I was like, my gosh, his account just blew up from this one footage. I know nothing about photography, but I tell you what, I was tuned in and tapped into this video. It was so all-inspiring, and I'm like, right, how can I use this in my niche? Because this has got a lot of views, right? So I'm thinking as a content creator, I've got to use this to talk about content and how I'm like, okay, I'm going to use this because I want to get the views from this. But like that, maybe you want to follow his page, so the emotion. And you got to remember too how people consume content. They're sitting there, they're watching it. You got 3 seconds or so to get that emotion from someone, to stop and scroll, because that's how people consume content. No one picks up their phone to buy anything. They don't. So how are you going to elicit that emotion from someone? Like, that's what you have to think. You have to think about how someone consumes content and what makes them stay around. No, nothing yet, but I put YouTube. Cool. Okay, awesome. Yeah, Roadrunner's saying the 360-degree camera. Yeah. I think that's what it was. Yeah. Yeah, I reckon if you can get some cool editing, which you can get from a lot of different places. I was going to say Fiverr, but did you guys know I do, Fiverr's really good, but you do have to be careful because you actually don't own your content on Fiverr. Fiverr owns it. You got to read the fine print. So if you have something that goes viral, Fiverr actually owns that. Read the fine print. I don't think people know that. You build your whole business around there. You don't even own your logos. You get a logo made on Fiverr or anything made on Fiverr, you don't own it. I'm not dissing Fiverr because Fiverr is cool and I love it. So, it's good if you're going to get something made that's not like a logo or anything like that. But yeah, you don't own it. Yeah. So just be careful with your editing on there, because if you create something really cool with a drone or something, you do not own the content. Just read the fine print on that. All right, guys, I'm going to jump off, but I'm going to be doing more of these lives and you can ask about your small business and that sort of thing. And then, I can answer more questions. So how to sell without selling is not really selling. You want people to be really addicted to your page, your content, your energy, your soul. If it's not you, use AI. You can use faceless content. Google faceless content. On YouTube, go and look at how you can do faceless content. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you, guys, on TikTok there. It will still fall back on copyright. Yeah, 100%. You're welcome, Huskies and Little Spiky and everyone else has joined. Just have a look at faceless content. There are other ways to do it if you're not confident. Or you can kind of make someone in your business famous. Like Gary Vee talks about this a lot. You can follow the journey of someone. You can have an avatar in your business if you're not confident with it. There's a lot of different ways around it. You do not have to be the center of it, but someone or something has to be. Yeah, you've got to have something, whether it's your drone footage or your tumblers or whatever it is. But it can't just be a product because no one cares, about this little bottle, or whatever it is. No one cares. No one cares about the benefits of it. They care about how it makes them feel. Yeah. And they care about how your content makes them feel. They care about how they feel when they watch your page. They do. This is really random and it's got nothing to do with social media. I used to be a flight, and I'll leave you with this. I used to be a flight attendant, yeah? And one of the airlines that I flew with was Emirates. I flew with 4 different airlines over a decade, maybe just over a decade. And Emirates are really big on service. And some of the Australian airlines, they're not, let's be honest, yeah? And they said, one person, which is the cabin manager, said that first impressions, everyone craps on about first impressions. Yeah, okay, yeah, first impressions are great. But he said last impressions are more important. And what I've learned as a speaker, like I do speak at events and those sorts of things, is, and quite often speakers will say this, it is really how, first impressions are important. Last impressions are also important. It is how. Oh, thanks for the tag, Lisa, in Shepparton. Oh my gosh, I love you. Is TikTok better? I'll come back to that question, little Spiky. Last impressions are really important, and quite often speakers will say, and I think this is really important with your page, how you leave someone is really super important. Why? Because they will want to come back. If you can give someone that dopamine hit, they're going to want to come back to your content. So last impressions, I think, are better or more important than first impressions. Sometimes it's not even what you say or the content you give them, it's how you make them feel that's going to make them want to come back. Last question there. Chantel, I'm from Shepparton. Kate, Lisa, thank you. Yes, that's correct. I'm from Melbourne. I'm from Melbourne, but I live in Shepparton now. What was that question there? Depends on how long the video is. So where was that question? Is TikTok better for video content or insert? Yeah, it just depends on the question. To be honest, get it out. So the question we're getting asked is TikTok better for video content, Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube? Put it out on all. There's software called repurpose.io. If you don't have the time to repurpose, it is better to repurpose it natively. That means doing it manually yourself. However, I would get it out on all. And the reason is that these platforms are search engines. So that means it's like having Google on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn. You can be found for your social media content through Facebook, through LinkedIn, through TikTok, through Instagram for your video content, for your text content as well, and for your image content as well. So the more the merrier. It's all relevant. TikTok and Instagram for the younger generation are being used as a search engine now. So rather than Google, they are going to Instagram and TikTok to search rather than Google. So Google don't want to miss out. So what Google are doing are listing your videos on Google so that you can be found through this. So get your content out on everything you can. YouTube, Google owns YouTube. So it's all searchable. So get it out everywhere. But just repurpose it. Have one topic and just chop the content up and repurpose it onto all of your platforms. Use SEO, so optimize words, keywords in your industry on all of your content, and then you're fine. You are welcome. All right, guys. Yes, different audiences on each one. Chantel, exactly right. You're covering all your bases. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining. I will be back. I do need to visit there. Chantel's in Sydney. Wonderful. I used to live up that way, Chantel. I've lived in a lot of different places. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining. I will be back again, and drop your questions below. If you're watching the replay, you can still ask your questions. I'll come back. Sorry, replay, not on TikTok. Replay won't be up, but my other channels, replay will be up. I'm also on YouTube, so this live will be going on YouTube. Check out the link in my bio. There are some free resources on there. I've got a marketing newsletter that goes out every single week. You can join that. It's free. I send out resources. I've got a digital online store as well if you'd like to check out that. But of course, if you'd like some free resources, do head to my bio. It's a bio optimization guide. You can grab there for free. But yeah, jump on and join my free weekly newsletter. And I've got lots of tips and tricks in there. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for jumping on, and we'll see you then. Bye. Okay, I'm just going to jump off TikTok first, and I'll see you TikTok. I'll chat to you guys later. I shall be back. Bye. Okay, so that is TikTok, and I'll see you guys later. I will upload this to YouTube. So if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe, share, and follow. And on my other channels, head to my bio and jump onto my weekly newsletter. I'll see you guys then. Bye.